People in the city of Pratt showing up for a city commission meeting tonight, seeking some answers on recent personnel changes for the city.
And the most notable change comes in the firing of the city's police chief. Jordan Tovar was in Pratt talking with some of those at the meeting.
A packed house at Pratt City Hall tonight as people gathered asking for answers from their city manager Regina Goff about recent staffing changes. This includes the recent removal of former police chief Joe Oler. Now, Oler's wife Jessica said they allegedly never actually received a reason as to why he was removed.
I can't give a reason, and actually the city never gave a reason. My husband asked for it in writing, and he never received anything to say why he was being terminated.
The City Commission opened the meeting for public comment, but before they did, Mayor Kyle Farmer read a letter of support from the council for Goff, signed by 24 people in Pratt's government.
Public service often requires difficult decisions and sustained effort under scrutiny. It is important that such service be evaluated based on objective outcomes, professional performance, and the overall benefit of this community.
The commission saying in their agenda that they wouldn't discuss things related to the hiring or termination of city employees during public comment. But multiple people from the audience chose to voice their opinions anyways.
Since y'all gave your opinion, I'll go ahead and give mine. I've only been in dispatch for a year, and in my opinion, Regina Goff, I think you're doing a fantastic job of being the worst manager I've ever seen.
I am not impressed at all that 24 department head signed this. It seems a bit orchestrated to me.
Now, we did ask City Manager Regina Goff for comment, but she declined. In Pratt, Jordan Tovar, 12 News.